turned to my mother, who lived 1 hour south in Binghamton, New York. Alhamdulillah, Allah willed that my mother's house was right across the street from the masjid. Her house was right across the street from the masjid. So 5 times a day, I heard from my bedroom the adhan, the call to prayer, and it was so beautiful. And I wondered what was it about, and what were those words? What did it mean? I remember sitting on my porch one day with some of my friends at the time, and I articulated my intention to go to the masjid and ask some questions about Islam. And these people, they laughed. They said, what do you know? Yeah, that religion isn't for you. There are certain things you like to do, and you will not be able to do it if you become Muslim. You know, um, and they made jokes. That day I didn't go, but 2 days later I did go. I went to the masjid again. It was in the month of June in 1995. In June, we are praying Isha in the masajid here in upstate New York very late, 10:30 at night. So when I entered the masjid, the people were praying Isha. When the Isha prayer was over, the Imam, who was from Turkey, who also had memorized the entire Quran, alhamdulillah, he approached me and asked me, can we help you with anything? And I said, yes, I've come to ask about Islam. And mashallah, it led to a long sitting. And they prayed Isha at 10:30. We didn't leave the masjid that night until almost 2 a.m. in the morning. I was asking questions, listening very attentively. And one thing I will say about that meeting, and perhaps this was the most profound thing that occurred that night that had an effect on me, is that on one of the questions I put to the Imam, he actually did not know the answer, and he said it. He said, I don't know the answer to this question. I will get the answer for you and get back to you. That had a profound effect on me because Christians, my experience with Christians is that they don't say, I don't know. They have an answer for everything. So I thought this was really impressive that someone of that stature, a leader, would say, I don't know, and be gracious enough to do some research and get back to me.
Allahu Akbar. Anga karamogo ba alhamdulillah kunye fendo fone nyina na ka tradi. Akoko ka donc fo ale fache kunye chrétien nyamugode. Amoke koni ka mogo jama de kumba konu ba le si ani fara kelenka église kumba bolo. Aka église abe ali sisa. Ako min kera sisa ale kume quartier mina ukume feka kamel ni min sara sisa. A décidé ka bo quartier la kata yelema abamuso feno. Abamso ka yoro kerefela la juste en face de la maison de sa maman abamso ka du kerefela la misiri dokumeno donc chaque jour abe misiri wole kame donc dondo aka teriko makale benata misiri wole kale benata nyingali ke misiri la abenata mo misiri sulaiman nyinga slamaya la terike nunu yerla la ka foko a ebenata do slamaya la ebe ka jogo mbila nunu ka kote bende donc o yale la décourager donc amata mo ko faut le fla ko fait atara alhamdulillah almami kume bo terkire donc alhamdulillah a wati akela 1995 de donc en juin comme ça abe Amérique romina ou be ça faut c'est très tardivement il faut 10h30 comme ça donc au kof alhamdulillah ça faut qu'elle gaseli kaba almami gerela la kaninga comme c'est ka munkiye donc a commencé la question chama poser islamia jusqu'à 2h30 du matin ma komi mi yere ale touché ale question telle nyingali ke almamina question dobe no question clemeno almami ko kale to réponse donc kabenata réponse nyini ka dama ako o gérer ka trop parce que chrétien flé ou ta fo ku te fendon ou lu ba bela jele don fadal cheikh.
So as I said, I remained in the masjid with the Imam from Turkey who had memorized the Quran, along with another brother who was going to become my first teacher in Islam, brother by the name of Ramadan, who's still alive today, Hafidhullah. I stayed with them until 2 a.m. and then, shortly before that, maybe 15, 20 minutes before we departed, this brother who would become my teacher asked me, "What would you like to do?" And I looked at him like, "What do you mean?" And so his son, who was present, he said, "Would you like to become Muslim?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Yes, I love to become Muslim." And so, and I was ready. SubhanAllah, I was not only did I stay there for, you know, a few hours, several hours asking questions and listen attentively, but even prior to me coming to the masjid, as I already mentioned, I had made a supplication to God just 2, 3 weeks prior, saying that I didn't know what the truth was, but I promised that if He made it clear to me, I would embrace it and I would follow it. So, alhamdulillah, I declared my shahada that night. Alhamdulillah, my brother, my full brother, same mother, same father, he became Muslim about a month after me. Alhamdulillah. And my mother became Muslim 17 years later. Alhamdulillah. My mother became Muslim 17 years later from that date. Now,
Allahu Akbar. Donc, flux de kundona nega kumana ne kunko wati na uye chain fara anyana ka do islamelo wati amado islamelo o kunye fili o wati koni aye ala dali ala ka sira yaralela. Donc, au kofa alhamdulillah akume misiri mina atora il ne faut qu'à mais jusqu'à 2 heures du matin comme ça. Cɛ min kun bɛ k'a ka question kun o kɔfɛ cɛ in yɛrɛ kɛra ale ka karamɔgɔ ye donc cɛ in ye question a y'a question caman pose cɛ in kunna jusqu'à ce que alhamdulillah cɛ y'a bɛɛ repos o kɔfɛ cɛ kama ko i bɛ fɛ ka don silamɛya la ale ko oui oui k'a bɛ don silamɛya la ko parce que ale pɛrɛnna parce que ale kun ye ala dali ala ka tiɲɛ yira la a kɛlen ka don silamɛya la alhamdulillah 1 mois kɔfɛ a dɔgɔkɛ jɔnna silamɛya dɔgɔkɛ fa kelen ba kelen o kɔfɛ après 17 ans